Alright guys, let's go ahead and get started the tutorial with the main object, which is a sphere. Well, actually it's not a sphere, it's a geosphere, so let's create it. We need a tetra base type and just set the radius to 50, increase the segment to something like 20 segments. That sounds good. Don't forget to align the sphere in the world. And okay, so now I'm gonna divide it in 4 parts, and to do this I need to select a lot of edges, so let's go and convert it in editable poly and select these edges. Oops, turn on the inner back facing option. I forgot. Okay, and these edges, then these ones, and now all of these. Of course you can create another sphere if you want, but I will create this one because it's easy to do with a geosphere. Click, 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 almost done, and that's it. Okay, perfect. Now I'm gonna chamfer these edges with no amount and open the chamfer, hit OK, select all the polygons and choose the inset tool. We will inset these polygons with an amount of 2.5 centimeters and hit OK. Now I can select all the vertices and select the weld tool and weld them. Okay, now select one of these vertices, so this one or this one or this one, and zoom on it, chamfer it with a small amount, 0.4, that's good. And we can now create a cylinder from this little polygon, and to do this just turn on the auto create option. So create it like this and just change its values. Change first its radius to 15 and the height to 15. We don't need any 8 segments, but we need 2 cap segments, and just set the sides to 30. Okay, this is nice. So now we can switch to local and move it inside of the geosphere. Okay. We will affect the pivot and we will align the pivot in the world in 0 and 0. And go to the tab view. We can now rotate this cylinder and make 2 copies of it. 1, 2, and the last one. Sorry, just create another cylinder here like this with 15 and 15 and just align it here on the geosphere. and simply move it up like this. Okay, so now select one of the cylinders, so this one for example, convert it in editable poly. Select this vertex and chamfer it with a small amount one more time, so 0.4. Hit OK, and we can make a clone of this one, so go to edit, clone, or use the hotkey Ctrl V as a copy, not as an instance. Hit OK, and we can hide it. Hide selection. Okay, now select the geosphere, select the polygons, use the hotkey Ctrl I to invert the selection, and delete these polygons. So we've got now an opened geosphere. We can add shell modifier to it. Nice, but we don't need any outer amount, and just set the inner amount to 8 centimeters. Okay, this is perfect. Yep, so now just select the geosphere and we will create the 4 holes with the Probolian operation. So go to compound objects, select the Probolian and click start picking, the start picking button, and select all of the cylinders. Okay, that's good. We can now unhide this little cylinder and just create a torus. So let's create a torus. Don't forget to turn on the auto grid option. It's just created from this little polygon like this. We can delete the cylinder and just switch to local, move it just right here. I'm gonna increase the size, the size, yes, something like this. I need 50 segments and only 5 sides to make something sharp. Okay, I can move it just like this, and well, that's pretty nice. So values will be 15 and 2.5. Okay, so I like it. Now just I'm gonna add a smooth modifier and turn on the auto smooth. This is good. Okay, so now I just have to align the pivot in view in 0, 0, and go to the top view, rotate it, make 2 copies of it. Okay, nice. And a last one. Well, 110 degrees. Just be sure that it's aligned. Just affect the pivot and center it in the object, and now align it to 0 here. Move it up like this. I think we can rotate it just a little bit. Okay, move it down. This is perfect. Now I'm gonna create the glowing heart. So to do this, I need a simple sphere. Don't forget to turn off the auto grid option. Set the radius of this sphere to 48, and align it to 0. So this is the glowing heart. Yep, this is good. Just create a plane, a ground, like this, and okay, align it here with the geosphere, and in the z-axis, and maximum, minimum, hit OK. I can increase the size. Alright, so now I'm gonna create the materials for the scene. So I need a material for the ground and a material for the geosphere, another one for the rings, and the last one for the glowing heart. So apply them. This is for the rings. And this is for the glow. Alright, now for the ground I don't need any reflectivity. For the geosphere I just choose standard car paint material. Okay, for the rings a simple argan design material and a template satin metal. And finally for the glow we just need an argan design material, and just find the self-illumination tab, open it, turn on the self-illumination glow, and turn on the illuminate the scene. We're using Final Gator, and that's why I'm using Monterey. So I can open the render setup window and see what we've got here. So as you can see, it's Monterey here, and I don't need any global illumination for this scene. Okay, I will make a render test. So just zoom on it and hit render, and let's see what we've got. Okay, we don't have anything. I will just select I'm just gonna select the geosphere and the rings and link them to the glow. And so now when I move the glow, everything is moving. So be sure this part is this opening is pointing on the ground. And let's make another test. Okay, so now as you can see here, I've got a little light. Let's just increase this. So open the material editor, select the glow, and just bump up the luminance to maybe 5, and try again. Okay, so the light is stronger, and this is pretty nice for a beginning. Just I want something colder, so just increase the Kelvin value to 7500 and the luminance maybe to 6. Okay, let's try. Okay, this is colder, this is a little blue, and just set the Final Gator to medium, And let's see now. Don't change anything in the values, just set it to medium and let's see what we've got. Okay, so as you can see here, I've got a line here which comes from this little opening, so this is better, but the resolution and the quality is very poor. So as you can see here, we've got some dots here and here too, and here and here. So let's just maybe increase the raise per final gator point by 500 and these two well 200, and let's see one more time. Okay, so this is really good, this is smooth and this is beautiful. The quality is better. And I like this little white spot here. So this is not so bad, sorry, but the scene is too bright, in my opinion. So this is due to the fact that I don't have any light in the scene. So let's just add a free light, okay? And do you want to change the exposure value? Just select no. I don't need this. Go to the tab view, create the light, and move it up. And now, well, create a camera here, maybe just increase the intensity to 2500 candela, and let's try again. So the scene is darker, that's pretty nice. Yes, I really like it. This is really good. Okay, so now just open the render setup window and go to render. We will now add a camera shader, which is here, the glare. So just check this checkbox and don't do anything else, just render it, and let's see what we've got with this camera shader. Okay. Whoa, boom. This is pretty intense, so that's too much. We will change this. So open the material editor and just drag and drop the glare shader to an empty slot, so this one, as an instance copy, and just drop down the spread to 1 maybe, and test again. Okay, this is really better. Well, maybe just increase it to 1.2, and well, I think I'm pretty happy with this result, and so I'm gonna go ahead and let's jump in the second part of this tutorial. So, but before doing this, convert the glow to editable poly and just attach everything, so the geosphere and the 4 rings. Okay, like this. Alright, that's good. So well, let's jump in the second part of the tutorial.